Hello and welcome to Castles and Legends. Today we've been on a rather lovely walk in Flintshire, Wales, and we're now having a look for Ewloe Castle, a rather unique and mysterious castle. There is not a great deal of documentary evidence to tell the castle's story, and it's rather unusual. Its location? Not like most castles, in a strategic high up location with craggy steep drops on the sides. No, it's somewhere in the middle of this ancient woodland. I think I can see our goal. I think we have found it. Okay, first of all, let's see if we can figure out when Ewloe Castle was built. It was originally thought to have been built by Llewellyn ap Griffith in around 1257. Other historians have put forward an argument that its construction was much earlier, and it may have been Llewellyn's grandfather, Llewellyn the Great, who built it earlier in the 13th century. The argument does not end here. There is further debate regarding whether there was an earlier fortification on the site. Our next question is, why did they build a castle in the middle of the woods that appears to have no strategic advantage? The answer may come from a battle that was fought in these woods. In July 1157, King Henry II of England led an immense army into Wales with the objective of defeating Owain ap Griffith. Accompanied by 30,000 men, Henry's destination was Rhuddlan Castle. However, Owain, with his comparatively smaller force, strategically camped at Basingstoke, obstructing Henry's army along their route. Facing this challenge, Henry opted to lead a portion of his men through Ewloe Woods, hoping to outmaneuver the Welsh. In a well-executed ambush, Owain and his forces engaged Henry in what is now known as the Battle of Ewloe. Emerging victorious, Owain dealt a significant blow, and Henry narrowly escaped with his life. This was a great victory for the Welsh, and from this we could assume that Ewloe Castle was possibly built to celebrate Welsh strength. Supporting the argument for the existence of a fortification at Ewloe prior to the era of Llewellyn the Last is the context of the legal disputes over control of the Mold Marcher lordship in the early 1240s. These disputes involved Dafydd ap Llewellyn, son of Llewellyn, and representatives of Henry III of England. The meetings for these negotiations are reported to have taken place at Wapier Forest, where Ewloe Castle is situated. This suggests the presence of a building at Ewloe deemed prestigious enough to host such discussions. Regrettably, these negotiations proved unsuccessful and eventually led to a war between 1244 and 1246. Following Dafydd's defeat, it seems that the Welsh abandoned Ewloe when English authority was reinstated in this northeastern part of Wales. Ewloe was reclaimed and refurbished by Llewellyn the Last during his military reconquest in 1256–57. Given the substantial military expenses incurred by Llewellyn during the conflict with the English, it appears more plausible that he chose to renovate Ewloe rather than embark on the construction of a new structure. Once again, Ewloe played a crucial role as the backdrop for diplomatic negotiations between the Welsh and the English in both 1259 and 1260. In 1276, King Edward I of England initiated his conquest of Wales, leading his forces out of the castle at Chester and advancing up the west coast of the Dee estuary. Upon establishing an advanced base at Flint, situated a day's travel from Chester, construction promptly commenced on Flint Castle. Although there is no mention of Ewloe in the War Chronicles of 1276–77, the presence of what appears to be a siege work outside the castle suggests a possibility of a siege. Ewloe, however, held little military value for Edward, as his strategically positioned castles at Flint and Rhuddlan could be easily supplied with provisions by sea. By the late medieval period, the castle had fallen into ruin. A significant portion of its stressed stonework from the curtain walls and the keep had been dismantled and repurposed. Looks like we can get up to the top of the DET Tower, so let's have a look. I bet there's some pretty good views up there. Take a look around. Oh, Mama. Great.
Narrow up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big drop down there. And look, this is from this side. You can see forest. That's pretty beautiful. The mysteries of Ewloe Castle do not stop with its history. Its layout is quite perplexing also. The castle has two courtyards with no gate connecting them. They were both accessed by separate gates on the north side. One theory why the castle is constructed in this manner is that the courtyards may have been built in two separate phases, and even that they had separate purposes or households. The inner ward features a D-shaped keep positioned atop a motte in close proximity to the parapet curtain wall, and access to the tower would have been granted through the first floor. What is unusual about this keep is that most D-shaped towers protrude from the curtain wall rather than standing alone. The tower ascended to a height of approximately 11 metres, that's 36 feet. It comprised of a sole first floor hall situated above a lower ground floor chamber. Defensive arrow slits adorned the curved sides of the tower, enhancing its defensive capabilities. On the flat side, which overlooked the outer ward, a Romanesque window added a distinctive architectural feature to the structure. The lower outer ward is surrounded by two distinct sections of wall that converge at a circular fortified tower situated on a rocky knoll. Within this ward, there is a well located just outside the tower, and it likely accommodated several timber buildings as well. Ewloe Castle and the encompassing parkland are reputed to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Paranormal sightings range from a floating nun named Nora, a pack of spirit dogs, and a singing woman, to the eerie presence of a phantom army accompanied by a headless horseman. If you'd like to hear the tale of Nora, then stay tuned till the end of the video. We have really enjoyed having a look around Ewloe Castle today. We've still got a bit of our walk to do. Next stop is a waterfall, which I'm looking forward to. I hope you have enjoyed visiting Ewloe with us today. If you have, please give our video a like and subscribe if you've not already. and I hope to see you again on our next adventure very soon. Bye for now. The most renowned ghost associated with Ewloe Castle is Nora the Nun. One narrative suggests that Nora, burdened by the shame of giving birth to an illegitimate child, tragically took the infant's life by throwing it from the top of the highest turret. Upon being witnessed by castle guards, she faced trial and was bricked up alive within the castle wall as punishment. Other accounts of Nora's fate include her drowning in the pond after dropping her illegitimate child into the water, or that she met her end near the waterfall where she was last spotted. These eerie occurrences add to the mysterious reputation of Ewloe Castle.